everybody. Welcome to the MURCA Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. If you've never been here before, this is just a conversation between me and my viewers. This is a place where I come every night and we come together as a little community, and you can ask me anything you want to ask me. You can suggest any topic you want to hear the opinion of, not only from me, but from the chat section also. I like to be accessible. I don't like people to have to talk about me behind my back because they can't talk to me. So if you talk behind my back, well, that shows what kind of person you are, because anyone can come talk to me. That's why we do these. So come on over, talk to me, ask me questions, suggest topics. Let me know if you disagree with me on anything. If you really do disagree with me about something, you come in the chat. We'll do a little segment called Spank the Yank. You can put me in my place. You can educate me. With that being said, I like to start off by reading if we got any orders today for merchandise to support TYMP, to say thank you to those people. Excuse me. We got one, a nominal snowman, bought a couple of shirts today that he asked me to design. We'll see if they get made or not, because the design is questionable whether they'll let it go through or not. But where is I'll show a picture of it here so people can see. Where did it go? I had it open here. Here it is. Did this design at his request today. So it's on the website over there. It's under new merch. But we'll see if it actually gets made. He's the first person to order them. So we'll see. We'll try. Hopefully they won't catch it. Sometimes they'll let them go through for a few days before they catch them and say, no, you're not making this no more. So if you want one, you better go get it. All right, let's get moving on here. Remember, if you want to help support the channel in any way, you can go over to TYMPpistolproject.com. You can sign up over there to be a beneficiary of the TYMPPP program we were just talking about, or you can support any of our programs, TYMPPP, Pets and Vets. You can either become a patron, support Pets and Vets, become a Subscribe Star member, and support TYMPPP, unless you become a member of the TYMP Pet Defender tier. That supports Pets and Vets on Subscribe Star. And any Subscribe Star membership gets you an entry into winning the Zombie Slayer pistol over here, which so far that's been an abysmal failure as a giveaway. I've raised about an extra $80 to give away a $400 gun. So I guess maybe if those people stay a member for like 6 months, I might break even. But as of right now, I'm losing my shirt on that. Where was I at here? Oh, I was saying you can go over TYMPpistolproject.com, sign up to be a beneficiary or become a Patreon member or Subscribe Star member. We didn't get any new members period today, Patreon or Subscribe Star. We lost members on Patreon. We didn't lose anybody on Subscribe Star. Let me see if we got any questions coming in. We got a couple over here I want to get to real quick first. Where was Snuffleupagus said, what's your thoughts on the $400 million contract for Tesla trucks? Well, the Tesla truck is an abysmal failure, so why would the government buy any Tesla trucks? Especially for the military. They're garbage. They're absolute total garbage. It's all along. I don't know why Elon Musk is getting involved in government. This guy has government contracts. This guy owes billions of dollars to Saudi Arabia, to Russia. People talk about he's so rich he can't be bribed. Most of his money is leveraged against debt to these countries. He bought Twitter with all Saudi Arabia and Russian money. So why is a guy that owes that much foreign money, foreign debt, why is he allowed to be involved in government information, secrets, and all of our information, our personal debt, etc.? That doesn't make a lot of sense. And now just giving him contracts for something that's proven garbage. Insurance companies won't even insure them. They're such garbage. You can't sell them to anybody that's got half a lick of sense. And yet the government's going to buy $400 million worth of them. I don't understand what the point of that is. That's just another big government taxpayer giveaway to Elon Musk. He takes tens of billions of dollars already You know, they're talking about someone showing the other day that, oh, he found this and this and this. And if you add up what he's found so far, even if it's all true, which a lot of it isn't true that he said, he still takes more himself than everybody else he's found so far that takes money. So that's fucking scam, letting Elon Musk be involved in stuff. TTL Seattle said, F all the gun laws, but I do really have it. I do not really have any guns. Good to see you again. It's been a few. Yeah, I ain't seen you in a while. I still ain't seeing you. I'm reading your comment. Jar Jar is my lover. He's not attractive. He's got those big luscious lips though. I will say that, which was racist. Used his member chat, but didn't say nothing. Phenomenal Snowman says, your tip is in the mail at work. Bought 2 shirts. Thanks. He had me make that design earlier that I showed. And he bought 2. We'll see if it goes through. Ghost Shaft says, thoughts when Puppy whines. Well, it's cute when puppies whine. It's not cute when people do it. Like I went through today and I blocked like 20 people that just do nothing but whine in the comment section all the time. And when I ask them, well, what are you doing to help support the Second Amendment? Or what are you doing to entertain people or bring the Second Amendment to the forefront for people? It's nothing. And they're like, well, I don't have to. NRA will take care of this. GOA, the people who defend the GRA and the NRA and the GOA all the time. And then I say, okay, well, how much money do you give them? They don't need my money. They got plenty of money. I'm like, well, in other words, you don't do fucking shit. So I'm just blocking you. So if you got blocked today on my channel, it's because you're one of the whiners that don't do nothing. You don't contribute anything. You're a fucking drain on society. And I don't want you in my comment section. So don't come to me tomorrow like, I'm blocked. Why am I blocked? Someone needs to unblock me. You're not going to be unblocked. Change your ways and then I'll consider it. But you ain't being unblocked right now. Sorry for my iPad making noise. It usually ain't out here. Jacoby said, do you keep one in the chamber or in your wallet? Have any 686 grips I can buy off you, not rubber? Well, I need my 686 grips. Buy your own. There's all kinds of them on the internet. Buy your own. I'm not a store. I sometimes give stuff away if I got them and don't need them. But like I got parts to guns I don't own anymore. Like I bet my parts store down there, I got tons of parts to guns I don't own. What was I doing? All right, that got those questions over there answered. Let me go over see if there's anything coming in on the YouTubes. All transactions. That was a purchase there. Kenneth Moore, I don't see that name a lot on here. Said, what are your thoughts on the Tissos Night Stalker? Also, thanks for the entertaining and informative videos. I don't know what the Tissos Night Stalker is. Let me look it up. Here, I'll share the window while I'm looking it up so people can see what I'm looking at. Now, keep in mind, my opinions of Tissos are tainted because the only one I own from them is the BR9 or something. It's the takeoff on the Browning High Power, and it was absolute garbage. That thing wouldn't function. I had to change everything in it to get it to work. The only thing left is the slide and the frame. Not the internals of the slide, just the slide itself and the frame. Every other part on the gun that can come off has been replaced with Browning parts just to get it to work. I mean, it's a double stack 1911, one of those 2011s, as a lot of people like to refer to them. I don't like those in 9mm. I have a couple, but I would, I don't know why they continue to make them in 9mm. And I swear, and I'm sorry, I mean, it's probably a good gun. I mean, I haven't heard a lot of people complaining about the Tissos guns, but I just had a bad experience with them, and now I am loath to recommend them. Very reluctant to. Oh, shit. I shouldn't have showed that. Why did I show that? Now I'm going to have to edit this. I'll get in trouble with YouTube for selling guns. I'll have to edit this tonight when I put that up. God damn it. Why didn't someone say something? You just let me sit here and do stupid shit. Y'all know I'm going to do stupid stuff. You got to watch me, or I'll put something in my mouth I shouldn't, or say something I shouldn't. Usually my foot is usually what I put in my mouth that I shouldn't. Dale Rickety chimed in here and said, all hail Phil, and Phil hails all. I don't know if he hails all, but Michael C3PO paid his $2 tithe to Phil. But remember, if you ain't paid your tithe to Phil, pay your tithe to Phil. Someone got a flat tire every day because he didn't pay his tithe to Phil. Imagine what he'll do to you. In the 15 years of YouTubing, what eras were best followers, messages, outreach, donation, fun? Well, the best is when people are involved. And the most involved people have ever been in the gun community on YouTube was in like 2013 after Sandy Hook. So that was like the best for YouTube gun channels. But it was also the worst in a way because a lot of profiteers showed up. Most of them aren't here anymore. Some of them still are. Some of them moved on to having big positions with gun groups and everything else because they saw the money, their eyes lit up with dollar signs, and they got involved. So, but also everybody else got involved too. And people were like, what can I support? Where can I send money to help support a lawsuit, to help support this, or to help promote, this or that? People were involved. People showed up at rallies. People did everything. Now they're all back to Donald Trump will protect us. I don't got to do nothing. Just I bought a red hat. That's all I got to do. Yeah. And now you see what's happening. You're getting fucking screwed left and right. Whether you want to see it or not. Where was I? What was I saying? That was Michael C3PO paying a $2 tithe to Phil. I think I read it, didn't I? I did read it, didn't I? Yes, I did. That was the question I was just answering. Kevin Payton signed in, so I guess he got my email about his design. Hail Phil, I checked your website for the tee I requested and did not see it. It's under new merchandise. Go to new merchandise, you'll see it. Let me know if that one's fine, or do you want one with the more primitive looking kitty cat drawing on it? C.L. Thomas, that's Clinton, Seattle, for those of you who don't know, said, you think Kimber Royal is prettier than the original Colt Pythons? Oh, I don't know. That's why I said modern, made today when I put up the video, because it's the bluing on that's better than the bluing on my new Python. The bluing on my new Python is pretty and it's fucking awesome. But that Royale, that thing shines like it's made of fucking glass. I don't know if I've seen a bluing that pretty in many a year. So yeah, that thing was beautiful. And it's got like a lot of flat surfaces so you can actually see it. So yeah, it's pretty. It's very, very pretty. Unfortunately, it costs as much as a Python too. I think that might have been an order from Joe Pearson. Yes, they ordered We Used to Shoot Nazis shirt. I'm hoping these go through. We'll see tomorrow whether they reject them all or not. Stephen Sharp chimed in here and said, Scooby-Doo, what revolver manufacturers still blue guns? Well, Colt's making a blued finish gun. I don't know if they're the old style bluing, if they do that anymore, if there's a new process or what. But a lot of the guns that are blued these days don't look blinked out there. I don't know how long I blinked out, but I don't know if newer bluing is really as good as older bluing, but every great once in a while you see a gun that's just blued really well. And the Python I have is blued very nicely. The Smith & Wesson I have a couple blued Smiths. They're okay. They just don't have that deep, dark luster that the older guns did. The Colt is closer. And that Royal from Kimber that I saw, that thing's just as blue, as black blue as it could possibly be, you know, so blue it's almost black, but it's still clearly blue. Just really nice. But I don't know who still does them and who doesn't, and if they use the old way or if it's a new way or what, but it's just usually not up to standard. Let's see here. I'm all caught up on the questions, I do believe. Yes, Stephen Sharp was the last one. I just read his question there. That means we're all caught up on the super. So let's go over here, see if there's anything coming in the regular chat. How far can I go up? How many mags should I carry for my EDC? My neighbor Dale keeps asking me to ask you. However many you want. It's up to you. You can carry none or you can carry 20. It's purely up to you. I don't care if you got a belt with them all the way around it, you can. Or if you don't want to carry any because you're like, hey, carrying a gun is 99% of it. And I'm going to probably make it home and get tonight alive, whether I carry 10 extra rounds or none. Doesn't really change my odds. It's like I got a 99.99999. If I carry 10 rounds and I got a 99.9999998 if I carry no rounds, no extra mags. So you make a decision. It's all up to you. I'm not going to fear monger and say you got to have the 6 magazines or you're going to die. You know, that kind of bullshit. Bullshit. Did that order come through over here on? Yeah, it's there. I'll put them through here at the end of the chat and we'll see if they go through. What's for dinner tonight? I'm having pulled pork. We had pulled pork the other night. I've been getting those pork roast things from Costco, the shredded pork, and then I just heat that up, and then I put Sweet Baby Ray's sauce in it, and it's better than any of the pulled pork, the stuff that you get to make pulled pork, already seasoned and already sweetened. So, yeah, I've been doing that, and it's good. But tonight, I don't know if we're having dinner tonight. I've been eating brownies all day because I made brownies last night, and today's my cheat day and have sugar. So I'm kind of sick to my stomach from sugar right now because I kind of overdo it when I do my cheat day. Getting into politics typically leads more towards money connections rather than formal qualifications. True or false? Well, true. I mean, look at what's his name, Ramaswamy or whatever his name is. He's running for governor of Ohio now. What qualifications does he have to be governor? He just wants to be more powerful. Being rich isn't enough for them nowadays, and they got to get into positions of power so they can get richer and continue to consolidate the wealth at the top because they got to have all the money at the top. The peasants got to be begging for every little scrap or else they won't have them under control. Go Shadow says, is it safe to appendix carry speed loaders? Well, yeah, it should be, unless you're also appendix carrying hammers or something that might accidentally hit them. Let me see here. We got an email coming in here I want to share. Share screen. Winder. Where is it? There it is. Share. Boom. It's this one right here. It says, hey, Yankee, I put some new Hogue grips on my Beretta. It's an Idiot G. I like those. I like that. What do they call those? Piranha grips. You should give me that gun, though. I need another Brigadier. But I like them Piranha grips. I think that's what they call those. They're like a golf ball pattern, kind of. I really like those. There was an email that came in yesterday that I didn't show, and I want to show it. There it is, right there. I had it tagged. Share screen, Winder. This one was sent in by Ben Coors. Puppy pics, new pics from my cousin's newest puppies. Oh, look at those. Look at those little babies. Look at them little babies. That one's looking at us. He said, take me home, get me out of here. These people are driving me crazy. I put that as the opening picture on my chat today when I put it up. Michael C3PO says, any option on these new Dodge Hornets photo from Chicago Auto Show? I think he means opinion on the Dodge Hornet. I I mean, I don't hate them like a lot of people hate them. Now, they are just an Alfa Romeo with a Dodge badge on it. And to be honest, I like the front end better on the Alfa Romeo because I like the triangle. If I was going to buy one, I'd buy the Alfa Romeo. But you're basically paying $5,000 more for the Alfa Romeo name. But still, a fully loaded like track package, they call it, or something like that on the Hornet puts you into the 50 G's area. So it's incredibly overpriced for what it is. But I mean, as a car, it's not a bad car. It's just not a Dodge, in my opinion. Now, if they do what they say they're going to do and they make a GLH model and they put that car out and it's making 382 horsepower, well, then they'll have something. If they put out a GLH of that car, pushing close to 400 horsepower, all-wheel drive, then they'd have something. I would actually consider buying that. But as just a general getting around town car, it's fine for that, but it's overpriced. Now, if they can make it, they have some spunk, I might buy it because it's kind of a cool little car. But right now, it's just underpowered and overpriced. And $54,000 for one loaded up is just too much money for Dodge, especially. Should I visit your hometown, Donald J. Trump? No, stay out of my town. I don't need traffic for you being here. I don't need you parading around every place you think you can get waved at and get attention. How about go work? Good evening, you old fart. Taurus pistols okay for daughter. Taurus pistols are okay for anyone. They make some pretty good guns. In fact, I'd say some of their polymer guns are better than other higher end manufacturers on the market these days. They're every bit as good. All right, where am I at? Am I all caught up? Let's see here. Activity, all transactions. Stephen Sharp was the last one. Nope, we got Johnny Mandrick chiming in. Let's see what he had to say. I'm not impressed with the ATF and the FBI choices. Am I wrong? You mean like leading the ATF and the FBI? That what's his name? Patel or whatever his name is. Didn't he used to be like an actor or a comedian or something, and now he's like a politician? Or something. He used to be something. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know what his qualifications are, what his positions are. I don't know enough about him. I just know I don't trust any of these motherfuckers, especially not the wealthy ones, like the billionaires. I don't trust them at all. Elon Musk should not have his face in any American secrets with as much money as he owes the Saudis and the Russians. Because he bought Twitter with their money. Because his money is not real money; it's stock options in Tesla and stuff. And even his stock options in SpaceX is all backed with government money. So the way he lives his life is he gets loans against his stock options, and he lives off those loans. And that way he doesn't pay any taxes because it looks like he doesn't make any money. They don't sell cars really because their cars aren't selling well. He sells carbon credits to other companies. That's how he makes his money with Tesla. And he bought Twitter when he had to do his disclosure on the amount who funded it. It was like 4 Russian oligarchs and 3 big Saudi princes that provided him like 80% of the money to buy Twitter. So that's all owned by foreign interests, basically. And he's basically doing their bidding. So I don't know why he's getting to put his face in our government secrets and our personal information. He shouldn't. And if he's worried about all the money that's going out to places, well, first start with the tens of billions of dollars in taxpayer money you're taking. Stop doing that. He could just do that and retire and then not have to worry about finding anything else. He would find more just giving up his own than he would find in everybody else's. If him and Bezos and Zuckerberg says, we're going to give out our government funds, we're going to give up our tax breaks, we're going to give up all that stuff, that would cut the budget by more than anything else they'll find and cut. But they ain't going to do it because they want to keep spending the money on their stuff. Don't lose your shirt. Don't want to see those man boobs. Well, I ain't gonna lose my shirt. How am I losing my shirt? I mean, I lose my shirt financially on things. Like I said, giving away that gun. Like, the gun we're giving away, the one right here on the wall. Losing my shirt on that, but that's just bad business. I'm bad at stuff like that. I never do well on these things. I don't know how to do promotions. And I got yelled at by someone the other day, says, the reason your promotion's not doing well because you just gave entries to everybody. You should have made it to where they have to upgrade to get an entry and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, but they've been members for a while. I don't want to have to make them do more. Well, he's like, well, then you're not going to make money. Yeah, well, that's somehow that's just the way it goes. There's nobody there I really wanted to talk to. That's what that reminded me of. Thank you for your time. You can keep the dime. For some reason, that reminded me of that. All right, where am I and what am I doing? I lost my place again. I think we got another sale. I bet it's someone buying the "We Used to Shoot Nazis" shirt. It's Johnny Mandrick. No, he got the Pete's Grindhouse mug. That's one of my favorite designs now, that Pete's Grindhouse. I mean, where else do you see a Steamboat Willie Planet Terror mashup? Where are you going to find that anywhere? I think that's a very unique design. I thought of that all myself, drew it myself. I had to create that design from scratch because there ain't no such design. The cotton design, I just looked at a picture of cotton and drew it pretty much basically the same and then just framed it. And I mean, I drew it, but I looked at a picture while I was drawing it. So I basically just, like when you're sketching a nude model, except it was a picture of cotton. I could just trace it, but I don't like doing the tracing thing. I feel like I'm cheating if I trace. Plus, that was just a simple line drawing, which is why if you line mine up with the real one, you'll notice that, it's not lining up perfectly. It's because, I don't like the trace thing. I just draw it. Where was I at? I can't remember what we were talking about. Let me check, make sure we're all caught up on the comments here. Johnny Mandrick was the last comment, and then he bought some merchandise. That's the only thing I've sold today that I know will go through, because that one is a design that's original. That's that character is public domain, and it won't get canceled. The cotton one, I ain't so sure about that one. We'll see. Hoping they'll get the first few through, because it was a special request for someone. As long as they get theirs, that I've completed the mission has been completed. If anybody else wants to get one, they better get it quick, or they might not. It might not matter how quick you get it. You might not get it, but the longer you wait, the less likely it is. Because like first, people got Pikachu shirts. Remember the Pikachu shirts I did? People got those for a couple of weeks, and then they just quit making them. This is Peter DeBoner. We haven't seen him in a while. Says, I challenged myself to carry Glock for a week. One day later, I'm back to the 640. It's just a no-brainer. It's just a better gun. I mean, Glocks are fine, but they're just Kevin Mabry chimed in here. What'd he have to say? What is the maximum amount of entries for the PSA? There is no maximum amount of entries. It's whoever is a member. It's not like the other ones where I'm like, I'm cutting it off at 200 because it's not new entries. I don't get any new money for the entries that are being given out. It's just unless someone joins new. Otherwise, everybody who's a Subscribe Star member already gets an entry. You get an entry for $5. You get 2 entries for $10 support. You get 5 entries for $20, and you can buy 1 extra entry for every $20 pledge you make, which I haven't made a video saying this. I probably should, but there's no maximum entries. We've got, how many entries would that be for the people that are over there right now? There's about, let me see how many entries are given out. How many entries just exist from existing? Let's see. My subscribers. Oh, I got to look at the page. There we go. Profile page settings. So there's 46 entries. There's 54 entries. 46. 54. So that makes us at 100 right there. And then in the $20 category, that's another 80 entries. So we're at like 180 entries right now. And then there's more than that because there's like a couple of people at a $30 and $50 tier. So those people get extra entries. So we're probably a little over 200 entries right now. So, so there'll probably be like 210 by the time we're done, knowing my luck. All right, let me get back to the questions. Let me make sure we're all caught up over here. What? Unable to search. Why are we unable to search? I don't know what it's doing. All right, but we're all caught up there. Jacoby says some YouTubers really dislike you, but I like you. Some of them hate my guts. They hate me with a passion. People are always bringing up old stuff that they think bothers me. Like, oh, I remember when this guy was at the Chaz. I was like, yeah, how many of your people you fucking worship online had the balls to show up at anything? They just sat and lied from a distance because they're cowards. This guy went downtown and confronted the Proud Boys. Well, yeah, I went down and talked to them. I want to know what they were doing, get their side stuff. I ain't afraid of these fucking people. We live in an age where if you actually go out and try to find out what's going on, try to get both sides of a story, try to know who's really telling you the truth and who's just trying to manipulate you, where they label you as somehow bad because he didn't just go with what he was told to think. He went out and tried to find out for himself. That makes him a commie. And that's sad. And that's why we're going to lose all of our gun rights eventually. Probably not that long from now. TYMP recipients must be so excited right now. Good for them. Well, I don't know how excited they are, but tomorrow I send out the orders. So they they're getting something. Be able to defend themselves and their family. Hello, what happens when a business has a sign that says no guns allowed and you walk in with a gun, legally trouble? It depends. In some states, those signs have the weight of law and you can get in trouble. In most states, they don't have any weight of law. They can just ask you to leave. And generally, even in the states where they have the weight of law, if you leave when you're asked, you're not going to have any trouble. It's if you try to stay and make a stink after you've been asked to leave, that's when you get in trouble. Just stopping by to say hi. Got nothing else to say. Where was I? Didn't Trump say he was going to declassify the JFK file this month? Did he find out it was the Russians that did it and he doesn't want to tick off his debtors? I don't know. I've not been following that. I'm not really that interested because the story is not that hard to follow. The Russians helped with everything. The Russians encouraged everything. And the only reason the U.S. covered it up is because if we would have said, hey, the Russians just assassinated the president, the next day we'd have been not launching nukes and putting soldiers on their shores. So they didn't want to have to do that. But it was the Russians, period. I mean, the guy who goes and does this doesn't have, that's why people created all these conspiracies. I think the government created a lot of them just so that people would think something other than the Russians used one of their females to influence a deranged person, a vulnerable person into doing something horrible. And now they've assassinated our president. They just didn't want to have to say that. It's not that hard of a story. Usually the most simple explanation is the right explanation. It's like when people say, it's always the last person you suspect. No, that's not true at all. It's not at all factual. 95% of the time, you're going to find out it was the person you most suspected when something goes wrong. Like if someone disappears, well, their husband or their boyfriend did it if a woman disappears. If a man disappears, well, it was either a member of his family, his business partner, etc. It's people you always suspect first. So it's just ridiculous. That whole, who's the last person you suspect? No, that's garbage. Let's see here. I think we just got an order over on Printify. Let's go see. It was not Johnny Mendrick. It was, wait. Well, maybe we didn't. What was that? It just came through. Mark Lax on February 24th at 6:58 p.m. Well, why is it not showing up over here? Let me refresh, see if it shows up. Yeah, there it is, right there. What did he order? He got an In Phil We Trust Kiss Cut vinyl decal. That doesn't get him into the church because it says that everything in the Church of Phil category. It's no stickers. Stickers don't get you in. He might already be in. And he got the We Shoot Nazis t-shirt. We Shoot Nazis t-shirt. Wait a minute, I gotta make sure that I don't have the stickers in the Church of Phil. Let me make sure. Where's my categories? Collections. Church of Phil, the one I link. No, there's no stickers in there. So there's one flag. And the rest is hats, mugs. There's one car magnet. The rest is t-shirts and mugs. For the Church of Phil. All right. Let me get back over here. Make sure we're caught up on all. We're out of time, so let me make sure we're caught up on all the questions. Back to transactions. Kevin Mabry was the last one, and I got that. Jacoby was the last one over here, where he's rubbing it in my face that YouTubers don't like me. I'm like, they don't like me? That's news to me. I thought I was a very likable person. Now I'm sad. Let's see here. We didn't get to all the super chat, all the chats in the regular chat. We got pretty close. Where's the cotton shirt? Let me see if I can get a link to it. It's in the new merch. If you go to new merch, you'll find it, but let me see. Other people have found it, but I will get a see in store copy. This is the cotton shirt right here. Well, don't call it that. People, they won't make it if you call it that. I cut off, I didn't show his legs just to be sure. But that's the link to it right there. I just put it in the chat there. Let me make sure we're caught up on comments real quick, and we will get out of here. I want to thank everybody today who participated. Everybody who came, asked questions, kept things rolling. I want to, looks like we made a lot of money for Pets Invest today, but that's because everybody paid with PayPal for their t-shirts. So I don't know if I'll get to keep any of that because those might not go through. But of course, then I might not refund your money. I don't know. Of course, I will refund the money or give you a credit to something else. I always give them a credit to something else first, and then if they want their money back, I'll give them back their money. But if they, a lot of times I'll be like, would you rather support the channel with something else? There's another shirt or whatever. And I'll send you the design and let you make your own of that. Which is usually what I do. If something like that won't get made and people ordered it, I'll say, hey, if you want to choose another shirt, I'll get you another shirt for my thing, and I'll send you a copy of the file for the graphic, and you take it to the mall and have one made. So I'm basically giving you free rats to the shirt right there. But all right, that should be it for tonight. I will see you all again tomorrow. Thanks for everybody for showing up. Thanks for everybody for participating. Thanks to everybody who helped support the channel in whatever way you do. It is appreciated. It's the only thing that keeps us going. I will see y'all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again. Why is it not ending?